Okay, welcome back to the Energy Work for Atheists video series. Again, this is not just for atheists. I just put that in the title to let people know that are skeptics and agnostics and atheists, that this is for everybody. This is an agnostic series. All right, this is not for one specific belief structure, and this is not specifically for people that actually believe energy is a real thing. This is a video series for the anomaly known as energy work, which creates actual real sensations that happen to amplify your ability to meditate. I just think I'm going to start most videos with that introduction, just in case somebody hops into a random video in the series. Also, I recommend starting from the start. And lastly, before we get moving, if you are getting stuff out of this, if you are learning things here, do me a huge favor. Take just a second and subscribe to the channel. I'll wait 10 seconds. Subscribed yet? Go ahead and subscribe. This is going to be a pretty good video series and interesting, science-based, or as science-based as possible, given hardly any research has been conducted on the anomaly known as energy work. I would like to see that. But okay, let's move on to the next set of practices. So you have, if you've went through the first two videos, you've been practicing touching yourself, inducing a physical sensation with some object, a feather, a pencil, a toothpick, or whatever the case is, and then attempting to reproduce that sensation by following it, by using the implement and then tracing back over it, but not actually touching yourself, just trying to actually create a physical sensation by doing that. So chances are you have accomplished this. It's not a very difficult task. So now that you've got this down, we're going to go ahead and bump it up a little, okay? Now, forget the implements, okay? I want you to be able to induce that sensation without touching yourself, without first creating a physical sensation, okay? By simply just thinking it. Now, you don't necessarily... well, let me put it this way. When you first start, it's much easier if you pretend that you have an implement, okay? But I want you to just get to the point where you don't have to do that, to where you can just create the sensation by imagining it on, whatever part of your body. And again, you need to make sure you cover all your bases, right? Work with all of your body parts so that you've got a fairly broad, repertoire of places that you can induce sensations on. Typically, after practicing in a few different places, you can probably get most places. There are some places that are just by their nature difficult to induce sensations in. Toes seem to be very difficult for me. Sometimes I'll accidentally create a sixth toe because I think I've got an extra one somewhere, or for some reason I'll create one between my pinky toe and my ring toe, so in there, for whatever reason, it feels like there should be a sixth toe, but there's not. So I don't know, for whatever reason, certain areas of the body are just a little bit more difficult to create sensations in. Areas where there's low nerve count, like, your back, upper, mid, lower back. So those places you can probably, focus on a little bit more. I'm going to assume that you are going to be practicing creating sensations without making movements or without touching yourself. Okay. So this is what this next exercise is. We are going to start doing body scanning. Okay. I want you to pretend there's a square. Okay. Let's say just a square, and it's an energy square, right? And you're just bringing it down through your body, top of your head, slowly down through your head, down your neck, down your shoulders, right, down your body, down your legs. Now, for this exercise, you can actually use your hands, all right? But I'll get to the point where we'll talk about that in a second, okay? So body scans first, okay? So start from the top and slowly, just slowly, bring it down, okay? And if you've been practicing this, right, if you've got this, and you're envisioning, right, you're imagining this little two-dimensional sheet of energy just coming down through your body, you will feel it as you're pulling it down through, okay? So the purpose of the body scan is to help you get in a relaxed state. It's to help you recognize and isolate tense areas where you got your eyebrows bunched up, or you're in a tense state with your shoulders up or whatever, okay? The purpose of the body scan is to go down and recognize those areas, because once you hit it and you're inducing some little amount of sensation in that ring area that you're hitting, you'll be able to quickly tune in to any tension that's happening. It's a very, very effective method for relaxing your physical body. So as you're coming down, you feel your eyebrows are clenched, so you just release them. Come down further. You feel some tension in your cheeks, behind your ears, right? Right here on your skull. Release it. Come down. I don't know what muscle does this, but somewhere in your nose area. Release it. Lips. Release it. Jaw. Release it. Neck. Release it. Shoulders, right? And you just slowly go down your whole body and just pay attention to and then you continue all the way down, right down your legs. And you release everything. Sometimes it helps to tense everything first. Okay, like just tense all your body muscles first for a few seconds and then relax. And then do the energy scan. Again, you can go down with your hands if that helps. But for your arms and stuff, it's, well, because you're using your arms, right, to do it. So when you get down to a certain part, just kind of, yeah. I used to do this. It may help you when you can't use your arms because you're actually scanning down through your arms. I imagine the screen, all right, coming down, and I use my thumbs on the side of my legs, right, I imagine them being, how do I explain this? I imagine them like as if I were behind myself and pushing the screen down with my thumbs, like, right? So that's what I imagine. So I just imagine my own thumbs being right here, and I just push the screen down with my thumbs, inch by inch. For some reason, it helped me. So if it doesn't help you, I'm sure you'll be able to figure out some sort of little trick or whatever to help, move stuff like this around. But so yeah, you scan your whole body, get your feet, and there's this bloop, pop off the end of your feet, and that's it. Body scanning is very effective for getting into a very calm state. If you're about to do a laying meditation, I recommend doing some sitting body scanning first, and then laying down, just because just going straight to laying down puts you at greater risk for falling asleep unwantedly. So if you do your relaxation practice first, and then you're going to do a laying down meditation, like you're trying to enter a lucid dream or whatever, okay, then you can lay down. Two things. One, by starting with a body scan, you're kind of waking up your energy work systems, whatever that means, which makes it less likely that you're going to fall asleep when you lay down. Let's just say that. When your body is vibrating, full of energy and that sensation, it's not easy to actually go to sleep. So, also, while we're on the topic, I wouldn't suggest doing energy work right before bed, because it does make it more difficult to go to sleep, because you're whatever it is, right? Whatever the systems are that create those sensations, they're going, they're vibrating. You can feel it, and it makes it very difficult to go to sleep. I have spent entire nights in my bed just because my whole, body was vibrating, and I'm not focusing on anything else. So I'm just laying there. So the only thing I'm focusing on is the sensation. And so it just keeps amplifying it. And it's, it's nice sometimes, but sometimes you just want to go to sleep and get a good night's rest. Let's see, we're at about 12 minutes. So let's stop there. Okay, let's work on the body scans. All right. And remember, this is for relaxation. Okay, you just do this anytime you want to relax and get into anytime a good, solid, deep meditation requires a fairly relaxed state up front. Body scan. Body scan is just almost every time. Well, before I do any like OBE or lucid dreaming attempt, I totally do body scanning, because you absolutely need to be completely relaxed. You can't have one muscle tensed up anywhere. In fact, I have a very difficult time getting into that sort of a meditation without first body scanning and doing energy work first. Okay. All right. So again, thank you for watching. If you appreciate this and you have not yet subscribed, please go ahead and do that, and share this with anybody you think might find it interesting and or helpful. I will see you guys in the next video.